Okay, it's Sunday the 4th of September, so let's have a look at the Ftse from last week and let's have a look at what the potential trading areas are as we move forward. So the first thing to go over from last week is on the Friday we had an absolutely enormous up day. You can see the market moved around about 140 points. It was a very strong up day. If you look at it on the 5-minute time frame, it was pretty much uninterrupted. It started down here, it rallied, we had a tiny little pullback here, and then it just kept on going for the rest of the day. And days like this, for me, it was quite frustrating. There was no clear entry signals for me to get into this market. Sometimes that happens. You just have to sit on the sidelines and watch. It can be very annoying. The worst thing you can do is try and jump into this market just because you think it's a very strong up day and you think it's going to be a trending day for the rest of the day, because there's nothing to say this was going to do this the entire day. You might have jumped in here after this pullback, right here, thinking this was a continuation. The market might have got back up into these highs and then came plummeting back down again. It's important you always just follow your trading plan. Don't try and predict the market. Certainly don't try and predict when you're going to get a very strong trending day. Now, with this trending day, and we also had a relatively strong day on the 1st, and the ATR is starting to come back up. As mentioned, August is a quiet month. We've seen that. It was very quiet. The Ftse didn't really do anything. The trading days were very small movements. With the ATR getting all the way back up to 86 now, we are starting to see the Ftse return back to normal. Quickly, on the 4-hour time frame, I want to draw something in. So basically, looking at this last week with subscribers, the market was, let me just mark this in, following a trend channel. You can see it's been touching, came down, touched, and then that is where the rally came from. Now, we have definitely broken out of this trend channel now, which is a bullish sign. A very nice area to be watching is as the market comes back down. If we do find this trend channel, it will be a good area to watch for a continuation move to the bullish side now. Let's jump back to the daily time frame. Oops. Let me just get rid of that. Okay, so as this market is coming up now, well, first of all, we have to look for areas of potential pullback zones. This area right here is very, very strong. You can actually see this is where the market pulled back to originally. It's pushed up, it's came back, it's reacted off here, and it's jumped up again. Pullbacks again into this area for me are still very strong. It's a very nice area to look for moves to the bullish side. Up above, we are getting into very key levels. Once again, what you can see is if we come all the way back, this is the all-time highs of the Ftse. It's likely we're going to see the all-time highs tested now. Once we get up into these areas, it's again very, very nice areas to look for trades. And we also have the sort of midpoint right here. You can see we've had all the reactions. Here. Sorry, the fan on my laptop is going absolutely crazy, guys. And hopefully you can still hear me okay. And we can see we've had lots of reactions off of this area. It's kind of the midpoint. So you've got, your main area here, and your midpoint right in the center. Those are really the key areas that I am now watching on the Ftse. It's very likely now that we've seen this type of price action that we're going to head up into the highs. And it's also very likely that we're going to see a new high on the Ftse in the short-term future. It doesn't mean the FTSE is going to see an new high and then continue its merry little way up. It might only make. The settings on this Pro Real Time have changed, so now instead of clicking back to cursor mode after I draw something, it's holding on to whatever I'm using. So there's nothing to say the market's not going to come up and then make a very, very large correction after it gets up here. We just have to watch price action, look for evidence. But heading into next week, those are the key things that I am watching. This midpoint, you can see, it's really here, this entire zone. And 3 very key trading areas, guys. Those are the ones that I'm watching heading into next week. I hope you all have a good trading week. I'm James Orr, and thank you.